hopefully everyone's feeling a bit better after that short break. And to continue, I would like to invite Mr. Nasrul Mohaimin, the founder of NZ Strategic Ventures.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Nasrul. I'm the founder and technical director of NZ Strategic Venture. NZ Strategic Venture is an architectural engineering and construction company that use building information modeling or BIM, or in other words 3D modeling in our projects. Virtual realities offers large possibilities for visualization for complex urban systems. So this is actually integration between 3D building from Google Maps with our 3D model projects. So we can actually 3D building from Google Maps, we can just see the surface. So what we offer is that we can see inside it. We can coordinate, we can do simulation, we can do analysis. We can see layers by layers, including the underground utilities. This is our smart home project. Actually, we built a 3D model for house. Market opportunity. We see that according to Navigant Research, the global market for smart city solution and services is expected to grow from 40.1 billion in 2017 to 94.2 billion by 2036. And according to Datuk Ahmad Asri, CEO of Asia IDB, project costing 100 million and above was obliged to use BIM system starting this year. And all city local authorities will use BIM for their submission by 2021. Our business model, our target market will be property developer and also master developer. In future, we are looking into government agencies, local city council, consultant and also contractor. Our price base will be based on the build-up area. We charge RM2 per square feet. For residential, we offer architectural design, 3D modeling and virtual reality. But for commercial office and building, we charge RM9 per square feet because there's an additional CNS and MEP doing in 3D BIM. We are different from our competitor because we are actually architectural and engineering background, but we can do VR as well. Our timeline, our company was established last year on October. We are currently on 4 projects doing 3D visualization for property owner and property developer. So for the next quarter, we are looking into, we are currently use VR box to view our VR. We are looking into VR theater using Oculus Rift or HTC Vive. We are looking also on AR, 3D printing and also 3D scanning, and looking for market expansion because now we are concentrating on property owner and property developer only. Probably after this, we want to collaborate with local city councils doing buildings in 3D. We have 4 team members in our team. We are engineers and architects. And call to actions, we are looking for fund 250,000 for operation and hardware and software. Looking for more projects and collaboration. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
what do you use? You heard of a software called Bentley?
We are using Revit. Revit, because Revit we can use for all three disciplines: architecture, electrical and mechanical, and also civil structure.
You are more of a services type company, like what you mentioned.
Yes, correct.
So let's say I'm a property developer. If I were to come to you, instead of going to someone who does a static model, for example, or a physical model, you're able to actually make it interactive. Is that what you're?
Yes.
Part of what you're trying. So you can actually run a simulation, for example.
Yes, correct. What we offer also is like we already have a market survey with some of the developers. They have troubles bringing the physical model. So what we have in 3D models or VR, they can go through inside it. They can let the buyers feel how the house looks like. That's what we offer. It's like marketing as well. And we can embed into their website as well, so that if let's say buyer want to see the house, they can straight away see from their home. Don't need to come to show unit or what.
I think that aspect of it, the kind of AR VR side for a prospective owner to look at the apartment. I don't know. It seems to be pretty crowded. Like there are a lot of people offering that already, right? But what seems to be interesting is if you can actually run simulations, for example, like you said, traffic.
Yes.
To pinpoint, this is a congestion.
Yeah.
I guess I'm trying to work out in my head. Are you more of an engineering design company, or more of a marketing agency? Are you helping them sell the units, or are you helping them actually look based on what you build? These are your choke points. These are your
Okay. Okay. Actually, we are more on engineering design company. But we have extra. We can do VR. We can attract more people to use our services actually.
I see. Okay. I'm just thinking like you can do a little bit of both. I suppose if people are interested in VR and AR, sure, that's fine. But that market is going to become very, very competitive, and the prices are just going to go like that, right? But on the other hand, like if what you're doing is actually unique in terms of the simulation side of things, and you have the engineering background as well,
yes,
perhaps that may be a niche that you should, focus on.
That's why we say we are different from the VR company that we have right now. We can do the whole thing in the project life cycle. We can do the design, we can do the planning, we can do the construction, and we can do the facilities management as well. So because now we are focusing on property segment first, we are targeting to expand more. Like I said just now, maybe we do buildings, smart cities, integrate everything. But at the moment, what we could do is we concentrate on property segment first.
So I understand the first two, but actually why do you want to do facilities management? That's a totally different business.
Sorry?
Why do you also want to do facilities management?
If let's say we can do more, like we can do anything, we can put one side, because the BIM itself is all about everything inside the project life cycle. We can do the management because if let's say we already have the 3D building and 3D model, we can do as built. So later if let's say we want to do renovation, the data is already there. So it's easy for us. Means we can do.
Yeah, but can do also it doesn't mean should do, right? Like no, I'm just trying to think. Like your strengths seem to be, in design.
Yes.
In the engineering aspects of it, the simulation aspect of it, and all that. And maybe that's where you should focus on. So you do that for most of your clients, and you hand off the last part to someone else, maybe instead of trying to do end to end. Because other people also do that, right?
Yeah. At the moment, like we approach property developer, we offer them the VR. But later, if they say they want to continue with the projects, since we can do BIM, we can do the design for like architectural engineering as well.
If BIM is going to become mandatory by next year, I reckon the market is there for you to take it, right? If they are not interested now, they will only become more and more interested in the coming months, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
if it is really indeed mandatory.
Okay. You know, again, this the perspective. I remember Mark Cheng or Job Street when he was not yet made it, so I went to him one day and said, hey Mark, I got this idea, can I do this? Then he told me one thing, he said, Chris, we're not very good with our technology, Not very good with the technology. Imagine he put a few $100 million in his pocket, right? Tens of millions, but the thing that he did very well was he did one thing, right? And he built that one thing very big. So every single entrepreneur we talk to, when you start, obviously you don't have a lot, you got a lot of time, right? So you start to whack everything that you can whack, right? And then the challenge with that is you don't build very big of anything. So we make that mistake, even myself also, I can tell you, our problem is we are damn good at software, but we're not good at one thing,
Alright.
Right? So we start doing a lot of things, and Malaysia makes it worse because there's not a lot of one thing to do. So you start to do many small things.
Okay.
Then you sort of miss that opportunity. You see? Right. So again, all fine and dandy, but really, can we do one thing very, very well and make it very, very big? Right? And if you can sort of get to that path of doing that, chances are you will be successful. I've seen this before. I know Grillo also funded one company similar, right? I even saw a company, and this is a large company, has a camera that they brought in from China. They just walk through a building like this, just within an hour, I give you your virtualization inside, is it? Yeah. Nicely stitched. And they charge something like 1,000 ringgit a year. Yeah. So I say, hey, how you make money? But the thing is a year. Right? So it's a marketing thing. Right? It was purely, very focused on one thing. Right? So I think the challenge is when you are too good, technically, that's when you start to do a lot more stuff. And when you do more stuff, then you become less focused. And when you become less focused, then you sort of miss the opportunity again.
Okay. Okay.
From the floor. So just one more question.
Yeah.
Next one. Slide. Where's your money? One before? How much are you asking for?
Oh, it's fine.
That's it. Why are you asking for only 250,000 ringgit? How long is that going to last?
Actually, we asked only 250,000 ringgit. It's only for hardware, software, and operation only. Operation for 6 months only. And we are targeting, if let's say we get more projects, then we generate money from the projects.
Okay, so you ask, because that's the other thing from a potential investor perspective would be, that's really low.
Yeah, but because the important thing for us is the hardware and operation. We believe even we just operated for 3 months this year, we already got 4 projects. So I believe we can get more. If they say do more marketing, we approach property developers. We could generate money from there. We don't need so much money.
Okay. All right. So you're limiting your in terms of the equity investment as well. I think that's the other way to look at it as well. All right. Cool. Thank you.
All right.
I think that's a good thing, by the way. Like, raise as little money as you need.
Yes.
Protect equity at all costs. It's your most expensive form of capital, right? I'm an investor, but if I take off that hat, even if I put on my former entrepreneur support hat, raise only what you need, and if you can fund the business through internally generated cash, please, by all means.
Because we believe we can generate money from utility.
Then you're in a great position.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Cik Nasrul. Okay, up next, we'd like to invite Mr.